Good evening, guys and gals. Let people know about this. Wrote a little blog article. Kind of a cool thing, really. It's just a sneak peek. I'm not done with it yet, but it's a new way to write setter actions. Setter actions are basically this like dot actions block here. Set name, set age. You have to like tell it what type it is and things like that. And then you can't even do this, or you have to do this. You can't just set like, just do a setter like this. Hey, sudo. You can't just set it like this. By the way, I have a new webcam. Let's see, does it follow me? Yeah, it does. Insta360. Pretty cool, huh? Better quality, too. There's even like... Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Yeah, you can like zoom in with hand gestures. I wish it would do more, though. It doesn't like to zoom in very far. But I don't really like setters like that. So if you do a set prop, Linus text tips, yeah, it really is good. It's what we're all using now at Infinite Red. And I also figured out the TypeScript. Actually, one of my Twitter friends did, which allowed me to, now you get like type errors when you do the set prop. So hopefully I'll get that published at some point here. So I actually need to bring up Chrome here. But yeah, I'm going to be hacking on some Ignite stuff tonight. Just figured I'd stream because, hey, why not? Why not? Okay. So Ignite is currently undergoing a fairly major upgrade. There we go. And so yeah, we're in the middle of it. I'm gonna go take a look at where we are and hack on a bit. I have a few things I want to add. So, okay, theming documentation, internationalization updates. Let's take a look here. We actually added Korean and an Arabic, which is a right to left. So this one's pretty close to ready to go. See ya, Sudo. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Oh wow, I already have 9 9 watchers hanging out with me tonight. Lurkers. So the thing with this is awesome because we have English, we have Korean, you know, which is going to be quite a different style of language, different lengths of things. Let's see here. Right here, you know, you can kind of see how that all kind of comes together here. Oops. And then right to left language, Arabic, which is fantastic. It really helps us kind of test some things out. There is one problem that we're running into here, and that is that if you quit the app, change it from a left to right to left, or vice versa, and go back into the app, you have to kill it again and then reload it in order for it to actually properly switch over. So that is something to keep in mind. But this is pretty cool. I think we'll just file an issue about this RTL and non-RTL. You'll have to relaunch your app twice to get the correct localization. I think that's only an iOS thing. So. I just made the connection that sudo overflow is Cyrus from Twitter. I'm not used to seeing him as sudo overflow. So this one looks like we're pretty well ready to go. Is there a, like, ready to go? I guess we don't really have that, but this one's good to go. So I've already checked it off. We're good on that. It doesn't need to be a draft anymore, in my opinion. We need to probably convert it to, how do I do that? Ready for review. It does need conflicts to be resolved. Really curious what these conflicts are. Let's just take a look at it. Oh, Mazen is here. Late for you. Sounds good, Mazen. I was just curious what the conflicts were. So I'm going to pull down Maverick. Let's do this, and we have a bunch of conflicts. Oh, I see. So I'm going to trust this branch for all the stuff that's there, but Maverick has some new stuff. That's the big thing. Okay, that's good. Demo debug screen. Feel like we want the Maverick version of this. Do we need that safe area edges thing? That's what I don't know. It does need it? Okay, all right. I mean, I can just let you do this, but I'm really curious. So we just add that. Okay, that's good. I mean, if I screw it up too much, you know where to find me. Let's go welcome screen. So it looks like headers coming in from Maverick. Text is RTL is the thing we need here. So let's bring that into that. The rest of this can stay the same. Is RTL. Good there. And then we have a bunch here in drawer icon button. Use effect. React is fine. Pressable. Animated. Pressable props. View style. I think we need that. Is RTL. Oh, animated comes from React Native Reanimated. And we're bringing in just a type there. This one might be beyond me here, but we'll give it a shot. So all of this stuff. Looks like we need to maybe pull this out. Wait, no. Container styles, bottom bar styles. This file needs Frank. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna try this one. It looks like everything but that file is okay. So yeah, we'll call it good. All right. So we just need okay. All right. Fixed screen and component generator output here. Okay. Looks like Yulian's okay with this one. From Josh. I'll just give it another run through here. Switching to the $ styles, I think, has been a good move. We're also moving these below, which I need to make a note of that. Let's see here. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be doing docs. Jamon tweaks. Maverick. Okay. I'm going to be doing some tweaks here for sure on this thing. App stack param list. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think that works. Resolve that. I think we're in good shape here, so I'm just going to go ahead and merge this one. Normally I would let Josh merge it, but do this tonight. This is going into Maverick. All right, so merge that. Okay. All right. Sweet. Nice. Okay, so Josh has this one here. Oh, I see. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I get that, Josh. I do get this. I get why you'd say this. So, I just don't like how it looks in the code base. I don't think that rather than just wondering, I can probably just go check here. So, so he's saying that right here, he needs to do this normalized Boolean for options installed deps, right there. So okay, cool. So he's gonna remove that. Normalize TS. Okay. Actual string. I don't think that's true. Maybe he's right, but let me go to options.install deps. Probably have to do his PR here. Glue gun. And we need a YAML. Okay. Curious what is going on here. If normalize, start spinner, unboxing. So this looks pretty similar. What's the difference though? We have on progress, packager install. Oh, unboxing message. Okay, I see. It's more or less this whole thing here, right there. We can get rid of these. Okay. So it's npm here. Now, I'm not sure about switching it to yarn. That might be the right thing to do. I'm just not sure. Okay. Okay. So I'm pushing that up. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to can I do typo? Okay. New my thing. Actually. Ignite CLI bin my thing skip deps. It's using PNPM here. Interesting. So we got undefined. Or no, install deps. Should be an install deps. Undefined. Boolean. Why is it 99? Oh, just because it's, yeah. So, yeah, we don't need this. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, get reset hard. Oh, whoops, I'm not even. Hard, get checkout Maverick. I did push this though, right? Okay. All right, Maverick Jamon tweets. Okay, cool. So this one is in good shape. So good, good. This should be marked as Maverick. And I don't know, in progress or something here. So this one should be good. This one's pretty much good. Did I give it? Oh, I need to wait for him to so the thing about this, and if Josh, if you're watching this later, I might actually send this to you. The thing about it is, like, I definitely get what you're saying. Let's see if I can jump back over to your version here. There's different things that are happening at each region here. I guess it does let you kind of like do this. I'm actually curious. Oh, I see. You can like put these blocks in, which is kind of interesting. It's my opinion that it is easier to read if it's just one long script. Because it is really just procedural. We're not talking about, this isn't getting run multiple times or anything like that. This is just one run through, top to bottom. And the amount of, if you're switching around a lot, if you're doing a lot of kind of like, you know, hey, I want to see what's going on in this part of the code, and then you have to jump to a new function for that. It just doesn't, to me, it doesn't quite work. I guess I do see what you're saying about that. Maybe I should just let Josh have this one. Maybe I just let Josh have it. Don't die on every hill. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he's probably right. He's probably right. I just don't like to get too kind of like... Might be easy for finding the region. Yeah, yeah. Find the region, go for, yeah, exactly. Okay, Josh, you win. You're winning me over. There's no success, kid. We gotta find the right GIF tenor. Okay, we gotta find like okay, you win on a technicality. Well played. I don't want one like really sarcastic, you know? This round is yours. I don't want it too combative. Definitely not. That's it. I surrender. I don't know. There's got to be a good one here. This is the important part of reviewing PRs. I gotta go with the Anchorman. Why are we getting CI failures here? npm run, so yarn compile is failing? Lupa. Thank you. I appreciate it. What makes you say that? Why do you think I'm the best? Oh, this is okay. So CD boiler. Oh, that's awesome. React Native Radio listener. We just recorded one yesterday morning. And I thought it was a good one. It was was an interview with one of the guys who created Flash List for Shopify. Very cool. A lot of things, new projects. Yeah, awesome. That's fantastic. I'm really happy to hear that. Lupa. Lupa Magic Software Company. What's your name though? Is it Lupa? Hasura. Yeah, that was a fun one with Jesse. With Jesse, right? Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, so CocoaPods could not find compatible versions for I don't know. Maybe pod repo update. Is that Brazil? Just pod install? Okay. I did pod repo update. It looks like it found it this time. 157.0. Is that Brazil? Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm okay at flags. I'm not great. You know, don't test me. There's so many flags. But that look like Brazil. Today I'm just kind of looking at Ignite Mavericks. Ignite Maverick like pull requests. So yarn compiled. Okay. Pushing up to Josh's branch here. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is here. Command failed. By the way, you can see I'm running it on a RAM disk. Reactotron is awesome. Hey, we're probably gonna... Reactotron's probably not gonna get worked on this year. This is more the year of Maverick, you know? But it's definitely gonna be worked on next year for sure. I mean, we might even try some stuff to start, but Maverick's also failing. What's going on here? What? Okay, I need to grab Maverick and see what's going on with that. This one's running too. So let me go to... What's the test here? Yeah, daily development flow with Reactotron. Yeah, it's pretty good for that. It's pretty awesome. So this is running the tests in... Oh, this failed though. What is going on with this? Okay. Okay, got the same error here, so let's take a look here. Equals debug, demo debug screen how to. way too aggressive. Turn that off. That's hilarious. It actually picked up on this. Let's try it again. It was in a comment. I didn't realize it would do that. All right. Fix test. Push that up. What is format? So npm run test. Yeah, so I think it's because we yeah. So, okay. It's taken from this gist. The grep command is nasty looking, essentially searching the code base for a few different things. TX, translate, and then grabs 18 keys. It's not 100% perfect. It won't be picked up. So it just greps for that. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. It's kind of cool though. I mean, it did find something that was malformed because this was like malformed here. So I fixed it in the comment, and I don't know. It's pretty cool though. All right, so that should, yeah, that's running now. Hopefully that passes. This new walkthrough also failed. What I'm wondering is, why is this failing? Okay, that did fail. Let's just go. So let's push this up. I know that failed there. Otherwise, I think it might be okay. We'll try it. Same problem. So we'll watch that. We'll watch those two, see if those pass. Okay, so we're gonna let him edit this one. So changes needed. This one's ready to go, Matt. Or well, once we get the conflicts fixed, this one's ready to go. This is on hold. This is on hold. I'm not even sure we're gonna do that one. This one's in progress. Okay, so now I want to I'll start to create content and lives. Hey, Jose. Or is it Jose? That's right, Jose. Oh, live on YouTube. Do you have any tips and recommendations for me? I do. Let's see if I can go find you a tweet. Okay, so there's a massive rabbit hole. Okay, so I'm gonna apologize in advance. Streaming rabbit hole Twitter thread. Okay, and you're on YouTube, so I'm posting that on YouTube. Lupa, can you verify that you can see that? I'm gonna bring this over here. So Theo has this amazing thread. You definitely want to check that out. This is a huge, long video. I mean, it's like 12, 13 hours or something. OBS Studio is what I recommend. I have tried most of them. I've tried Twitch Studio. I've tried Streamlabs OBS. But yeah, OBS Studio is really the way to go. And yes, it's more annoying to get set up at first, but you will thank me later. Because if you go down those other ones, they seem easier. Twitch Studio, for example, seems easier. Streamlabs seems easier. They're not. They just, you're gonna end up, there's a lot of things you can't do. Like this whole setup I have right here with the round, sweet round thing. You can't do that in some of those others. Just lots of stuff. So okay, so now I'm going to just start looking through. Which one was it? Maverick, Jamon tweaks. Okay. So this is open source. Yep. If you go to github.com/infinitered/ignite, you will see it. Why do we need this? Oh, we don't. It's not even in here. Good. Okay. So one of the things I want to look at is the models side of it. With environment is kind of the big one right now that I'm not really all that strongly in favor of. Changing this to use stores. I used Ignite as a boilerplate for one of my projects. It works really well. Awesome. That's awesome, Lupa. So, oh, that's right. I think, yeah, I didn't really use it here. So, okay, I can do this myself. So, I want to rethink this file right here. Ashish says, I'm going to try Ignite soon with my next project. Wait until Maverick's out. It's what we're working on right now. So set up root store. Don't really want to do this create environment thing. I really don't like it. Don't like it. So let's see here. This with environment thing, get environment, and then we have the environment TS file, which has creating Reactotron. So this is where, like, it has the API service. Okay, so man, I'm not a fan of this at all. That's correct, Francis. Hi, by the way. Hey, Shaw. Yeah, that's correct. Early fall. Probably less than a month if we get all of our testing done. We're actually, honestly, what do you use to get the YouTube chat on an overlay? I use Restream and I use Stream Elements. Which is kind of I don't remember where to go here. Oh, right here. Stream Elements is really cool. So actually this doesn't have the chat. Anyway, yeah, the chat is using Restream. So that's working pretty well. I'm not a big fan of this environment. Like, we don't even use this. Where do we use this? Services and shared dependency between models live. They're made available to every model via dependency injection. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. What makes you say that, Shaw? So I hired a full-time person to stand behind my computer. No, I didn't do that. I have a new webcam, actually. It's a... oh, shoot, what's it called? I always forget what it's called. Insta360. Link, or whatever. It's like it's 4K. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, thank you, Overa. So far, we're really impressed. In fact, we're gonna have all of our devs switch over to it because we've been using a variety of. I mean, the closest one that we liked before was the Brio, the Logitech Brio. I know, a whiteboard, right? Yeah, just turn around here and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna show you what's going on." I don't know, that's not me. But like, the quality is really good. It's like really solid quality. It does the follow thing, has gestures. So like, do this gesture. Not working very well. It's supposed to do something here. Okay. I don't know, it's not working very well. There's this one where it stops. So it like does the whole like hand gesture thing. I think they're gonna add more. You're supposed to be able to zoom in and out with your hand. just not, it's not very good. But it's a little too high. Yeah, probably. I mean, most of the time I probably don't want it to follow me, you know, to be completely honest, but okay. And I can make it, I can point it to anything. You can also do like predefined spots. So it'll just turn in like, look at something different. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to go over to the whiteboard, you can have it look at the whiteboard. All right, back here. So replacing this environment would take some rethinking a little bit. We don't need dependency injection here. Also, it's just this .api. Do we even use .api? We do. Well, we use it in here and here. Get users. Example.com. Yeah, I just don't like any of this. I don't like the services folder at all. Yeah, and I'm not really liking the way that Reactotron is configured here either. Okay. I don't know if I want to tackle that tonight. That seems like a bigger problem. But I'm definitely not a big fan of this whole thing. And we can just rip it out. The thing is like Reactotron. So Reactotron config in Reactotron TS. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a let's go to the environment thing. Maverick to do, remove the with environment extension environ and TS. Hey Spurks. I don't know, maybe we could try it. Like, why not? So like, if I go to our models, so I don't want this. This needs to just go away. I think we delete the extensions entirely. I think we don't use extensions. So root store. That's something else. Okay. Get rid of that. So I'm gonna Maverick remove extensions. So that's pretty much what we're gonna work on right now. So this goes away. We're gonna wanna create the default root store instance here. Found the stream from React Native Radio. Really appreciate the content you put out. Thank you, Spurks. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. I always try to put that out there and say, hey, go check out my streaming. And then I haven't been streaming as much lately. So set up root store. We return the root store. So env is the problem here. I do not want this. Don't want this at all. So this .reactatron.setup, it's more like new Reactatron dev. Async setup will happen later, but what are we? Teach TypeScript about the bad things we wanted to. That's funny. So yeah, this is like the type of Reactatron things sneak by our. Should we sneak by? Not sneaky. The other services. Otherwise it's Tron. Where's Tron? Tron from Tron. We just pull that in. Okay. Why are we doing it that way? I feel like this needs to... Oh, wait a minute here. Oh! Okay. Load it this way so that we can load Reactatron React.js from web by loading tron.web.ts instead. That's really not, that is not explained very well. Hey, Luis. So we're working on Ignite Maverick, which is the latest version. It's going to be version 8.0 of Ignite. Huge, huge change. Lots going on. Right now we're working on extracting a bunch of stuff. So yarn, iOS, I guess. And I'm going to open up Reactatron while I'm at it. Excuse me. So it's broken right now because I'm in the middle of this, but this file is loaded in React Native and exports the RN version of Reactatron. Web is loaded from tron.web.ts. Okay. Same thing. React.js. So, cool. Hey, Hanuluk, are you a React master? Good question. Might I ask if what Ignite really is? My newbie understanding is that it's a React Native app template to build apps from. That is pretty much what it is. Well, to start with. So what it really is it's a boilerplate and CLI. React Native project boilerplate along with a CLI. So like Ignite CLI. and has component and model generators. So you can like generate models, you can generate components. It's a bunch of patterns that we use. So this is how we set up our screens, you know, how we set up our components, you know, all of our components. Actually, I'm on master right now. Let me go to Maverick. Maverick's our latest. So this is how we're doing it. These are all being swapped over. So it's in progress. The ones that are still in folders still need to be swapped over. But so if you want to see like how we handle screens, this is what we do right here. This is what we build apps with in Infinite Red. Okay, so I want to actually kill that. And it is the culmination of a ton of work. I mean, this is 5-6 years of work. I think 6 years probably. And really dating back before that. So, like I like to say, it's an unfair head start for your React Native app. You could go learn all the lessons that we've learned and re-implement everything we've done, or you can just use Ignite and skip all that. Yeah, TypeScript's pretty good. I'm not a TypeScript maximalist, but I pretty much use TypeScript all the time. Would it work well in a monorepo next to, or with Next.js and Solido? We're actually building an app right now in Next.js and Solido, Overa. With the caveat that there's still some work to be done to make it easier. It took about a week to get it integrated. So, yeah. I really like the idea that it is a starting point that's using a lot of battle-tested components. You mind if I screenshot that? I'm going to post that in my Ignite channel. Because that's good feedback. That is really what it is, though. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's stuff we use. And we use this stuff all the time. I could go show you. I won't. But I could show you on stream. I could show you actual client code that's using all this stuff. Hey, Frank. Frank. We were just talking about you a while back. Primarily because I need you to unbork some conflicts on that internationalization thing, but it's not your fault. It's just there's some stuff that has gotten merged into Maverick that isn't on that branch yet, so you're gonna have fun tomorrow. So what I'm working on right now is Reactatron. Let's see here. Okay, sweet. Sounds good, Frank. So I don't like the way this is set up. So rename. I'm going to rename this to Reactatron RN or React. Reactatron RN or React. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it, but RN or React, RN or React. Maybe let's call it client. Reactatron client. And I just want to export Reactatron. Can I just export it? it's a client. That works. Cool. So so this is just gonna be Reactotron from Reactotron client. And I know that it's like, whoa, you know, this is Tron. So global console Tron, console.log, console.tron.log is how we handle it. And I know that it's gonna be, just grab Reactotron there, and then this needs to be something else. I'm just going to say Reactotron service, new Reactotron. See, we weren't even calling it that anyway. We're just requiring it and doing new Reactotron. Create a service. As a newer developer, oftentimes when I'm figuring out new projects, the most challenging part is knowing if I'm following best practices or I'm on the right path. Definitely didn't have any boilerplate when I was teaching myself C#. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. And you're just like, am I just off the deep end here? Or like, can I... That was actually one thing I really liked about Ruby on Rails when I was learning Ruby on Rails. There were so many practices kind of baked into the framework to start with. And then secondarily, there was Rails casts, which was awesome because he would show like, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, but this is what I, recommend. This is an example of something I look at, I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is the right way to go. This is interesting though. So we know we want to, like, so we have this Reactotron service, and what it does is it pulls in. Is this the only place it's happening? It looks like it. Is there a new Tron anywhere? No. So there's all this Tron dot configure, Tron dot, but Tron dot, So this needs to be, these all need to change to Reactotron, which is, yeah, so now I don't like the Tron thing. This makes better sense. Now, again, Metro Bundler will ignore this block. So, in my opinion, we could pass in, and so this is the main Reactotron config. So config here, Reactotron config. Default Reactotron config. I should go look at that. That's probably what I should be doing tonight, Frank. You know, here's what you should do. You should just go release it yourself. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Yeah, well, 3.0 beta 9 version names. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want this service. I know I don't want this service. So this goes away. Root store any. Interesting. Look at that. Don't want that. Constructor. Config. Merges the past in config with some defaults. What is default Reactotron config? That comes from Reactotron config. And this is Reactotron config here. Why doesn't this come from Reactotron itself? Right, Mazen? Exactly. Video evidence. Streamed on 3 platforms. I mean, clearly I'm not jumping on it. Why doesn't this come from... Okay, so use async storage, clear on load, state, initial snapshots. Okay, I do kind of like that. That's cool. Reactotron config. Default, clear on load true. Async storage, initial snapshots false. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe Reactotron is trying to be less... Wait, where do we use that though? Config. Oh, that's why. It's for us to configure. It's not for... Reactotron gives the ability to do that stuff. But like right here, this is just straight up logging state changes and stuff like that. Okay, so... constructor can mostly go away. Passed in config with some defaults. So we have, what does all this stuff look like compared to like this? Host is there. Use ace, actually let me just drop these in. So host is already there, use async storage is there. That's just merging that in. State, initial false, snapshots, config. Okay, I don't need any of that crap. We already have default Reactotron config. So you can definitely just... And why isn't this in the config? Was this used somewhere at some point? Don't think we need it. So I think this is more like configuring Ignite's version of Reactotron. So don't need this. Good. Hook into the root store for doing some awesome state-related things. Set root store. So function... so export function set root store, and then this is where on snapshot root store. So why can't I? Why do I want this to be a root store? Config.state. Oh, okay. So this is where we need to hang on to the config. but the config is passed in here. And shouldn't this be console dot? No, we can just refer to it. So console dot tron. So again, like not relying on that, I think is better. And we do want to export tell TypeScript we intend to hang Reactotron off of the console object. It'll live at console.tron, so you can use it like so. Console, yeah, just like that. Okay, that's good. And I don't care about that. Oh wait, no, this comes through Reactotron, the Reactotron client for logging, displaying, measuring performance, and more. See, Reactotron.com still work? It doesn't. Let's put just a link here, I guess. Oh, by the way, those worked. It looks like both of them are good. Yay! All right. Okay, so any of the console.trons here, I need to, whoops. So all of these. We're just going to do Reactotron dot. It's the same as Reactotron dot. You can also import Reactotron yourself and use it directly. Where is it anyway? From, I guess we're in Reactotron right here, so actually, I'm going to put this up here, I think. Okay, there we go. So here's where config becomes a thing. So like config's right here. Setup Reactotron is here. Default Reactotron config. So what we'll do, I think, I'm actually going to go here and just say fake Reactotron. That's going to come from oh wait, no, that would be have to put it in both places. Const fake reactatron equals that. Cool. All right, so setup reactatron is, I think, an async here, isn't it? Or is it? So the config, yeah, okay. So now we have to figure out where we're going to keep the config. Use before its declaration. I don't care about that. Can we turn that off? How do we turn that off? How do we turn that off? Wait, is that TypeScript? It's TS. Yeah, I'm wondering, ESLint. Spurks, yes. Reactatron is compatible with Expo. How did it know I wanted to do no use before define? Hey. I turned you off. So if I turn this off, I guess I don't get what's going on here. Is it a different rule? See you, Mazen. Yeah, Spurks. I think you'll like Reactatron. I think you're gonna like it. I don't know. I mean, Like, whatever. Because, like, we don't really need... TS ignore, yeah. Oh, I see. Resetting, so that's a custom command there. All right, so interface compatible mock. Okay, so now we still need to figure out where we're gonna put the config itself. Spurks. Default React trunk. I don't know why we really care about that. I need to like deep merge. I guess the thing is I can like default. I don't know if I really like having this anyway. So if I were to say what is initial anyway used? Or how is initial used? If initial. So it's like displaying the initial thing. And let's change this. Log initial state. Right? And then log snapshots. And then we'll change that here. And then it's not you don't have to like log initial state and log snapshots. Log state snapshots? Just log snapshots. I like that better. How about, well, by the way, my VS Code font is called NV Code R. NV Code R. And you'll see that it's preview number 7, came out in 2008, and has not been updated since. It's kind of retro. I don't know. Dude, I love it, actually. I've been using it since around 2008. I think it came out then, and I started using it. Let me say 2009, maybe. Maybe like a year later. And I'm still waiting for the full version to come out. I think this is better, though. That's better. So, Reactotron, it should be log initial state. I think this is better anyway. Log snapshots. See? Doesn't that read better? And then all we have to do is like merge in. In fact, we can just do object.assign config. So it's setting up Reactotron. 14 years later, yeah. What you see is what you get. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it reads better. I agree. I think this is a better setup here. So configuration. So we get let me rename this. Mock fake close enough. All right, so the name will be the config name, or it will require the package and grab the name from that. What is host? Localhost or something like that? Yeah, localhost. Okay. So our config lives in here. Tron comes with a number of different, or Reactotron allows you to define custom commands that you can run from Reactotron itself, and they will run in your app. Define them in the section below with on custom command. Use your creativity. This is great for development to quickly and easily get your app into the state you want. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Clear unload. I'm going to rename Reactotron config because it's kind of ugly like that. And just, I guess, call it config, and then I'll change this one to custom config. And I do need to get rid of this equals here. Or actually, I'll just like These are all optional, so that won't be a problem. Cool. I appreciate it, Spurks. How long have you been a professional coder? I'm interested. By the way, I'm probably going to wrap up pretty soon, but I would like to get a little further in this, though. So that probably means I won't. I'll probably be here all night. Okay. So this environment, like, it has this new Reactatron thing, right? Which I don't want to do. API thing, whatever. Like, I'm not going to get rid of everything. So the setup... why is it Reactatron dev? Doesn't make sense. So... what? I don't know what this is. Okay. I want to get rid of all of this. To do remove environment entirely. Actually, new API with a setup. We can get rid of this right now. Delete it. A few months ago, I started a paid internship co-op for a small tech company. I call you a professional. I mean, everybody starts somewhere. Want to know where my first paid stuff was? I wonder if they're still around. Yeah. This company right here. Drilling, shoring, deep foundation, general contracting and engineering located in the Pacific Northwest. Company used to be owned. I wonder if it still is. I don't think it is. They don't really say. It was created, the T in TBH is a guy that I play hockey with. And back then I knew him too, before I played hockey with him. And I built this, it was like a Microsoft Access thing for him. So that was one of my first sort of like contracts that I got. But I don't know, I was a pro. I got paid for it, right? That's what a professional is. They get paid for it. So that was in probably 2002, 20 years ago. I don't have that code. So set root store does need to... How experienced were you before joining that team? Well, I started programming when I was 12 or thereabouts, probably early 90s. Mainly doing QBasic, like making QBasic games. I'm 40 now. And so, but I hadn't really done anything for anybody. Like, I got, like, a buddy of mine, when I went to one semester of community college, and a buddy of mine there was like, hey, you can get paid like 20 bucks an hour for which back then was like really good money for, you know, a college kid, for just doing like Visual Basic. And I'm like, Visual Basic, that's easy. Like VBA, Excel, or Access and Excel. So I actually did like 3 or 4 projects doing that. It was pretty good. So right now what I need to do, set root store, set up root store. I have the root store here. Set up root store. Don't want to create the environment there. Not going to pass in the environment here. So if this is, so set root store is actually from, oh, I think we want to hang it off of Tron. Console.tron. Type of Reactitron. So like the set root store thing, and we have this little whole like track MST node thing. You and I started QBasic around 12 as the gateway drug. I didn't know that, Frank. QBasic. Wait, how old are you, Frank? Let's see if we can do it like an online version. Oh, they have Replit. Okay. I think I'm already on. Sure, why not? Blast from the past. See ya, Lupa. Nice for you to swing by. Really appreciate it. But let me find my podcast that I was tasked with developing my company's React Native Expo app as a solo developer in the project, so I wanted to immerse myself in React Native discussion while learning it. Oh, there's no better way than that. Why is this Jamon Holmgren 1? Do I already have a Replit? That's great. Yeah. All right, so okay, qb.js, that's great. So print, and then I think there's like a do print hi again, loop while done equals. Boy, it's been a while. What is a Boolean? Is it percent done? Done equals done plus 1. I don't know. Let's try running it. That didn't work. Oh, we gotta need the percent there. Okay, that worked. So that's some QBasic for you right there. You can define variables. The percent just means it's sort of like the type annotation. It says this is a, like if I put a $sign, it's supposed to be a string. I don't think this will work. Yeah, single to type string. So single is like 0. Single So if I do exclamation point, I think that's a float. That should work. Yeah, that does work because that's a float. If I do this, I think it's a double. Yep, so that's like a much larger integer. Percent is the most, normal. But you can just like, yeah, print loop while done is less than 10. I did not have doing QBasic on my bingo card for this stream, but that's cool. All right, so I guess I'm going really slow right now because I'm just really trying to think about whether it makes sense. What's data anyway? Initial data. Oh, it's the stuff that gets like loaded in from async storage. Okay, that makes sense. Set root store, I don't like the way that that reads though, because you can't really tell that it's Reactitron. So Reactitron root store, or change it to be Reactitron dot set root store equals. Now it's going to complain because that doesn't exist on there. But I kind of like the idea of it being like console.tron.set root store. Well, no, that doesn't read right either. That doesn't read right either. I think set Reactitron root store probably makes the most sense. The syntax is pretty cool, not gonna lie. I agree. Till you run out of symbols to use for types. Yeah, that's the thing, is you can only really use it for the most basic of basic types. You do run out of symbols. But you gotta admit, it looks cool. Like there's definitely something to it. So set Reactitron, so export function. Okay. Set Reactitron root store. And I feel like we need to like initialize Reactitron. Well, no, that probably needs to happen earlier. That's the piece that needs to happen earlier. So set up Reactitron, custom config. There we go. So export function, set up Reactitron, sets all this stuff up. And I think that probably needs to happen in the app TSX, potentially. Set up root store. Set up Reactitron to me needs to happen fairly early in the process. I want to get rid of these. There's got to be a way to get rid of that. Get okay, that goes away. But I can still see who did it. Yeah, I don't really like get lens there. Okay, so I'm thinking it's probably somewhere in here. Because like the index.js and the app.js are very similar, except for one's for Yarn Expo and one's for this. in neither case do we really want to be... Yeah, this is probably the best place to do this. Now the question is where? Wait, what? We don't need to use... This is out of place. Okay. So set up Reactotron. Let's put all this stuff here. Is what? Tool for helping you debug your app? Which is a free learn more here. It's inspecting and inspecting. Okay. So we'll go ahead and set that up. Okay, that actually feels better to me. This is actually where I think we should also do the set Reactotron root store as well. But that is, I guess it happens at the same time. So like initial, log initial state. Should this be false or not? Clear the Reactotron window when you load up a new, yeah. When the app loads, reloads. Generally going to be localhost. Async storage to, what is use async storage anyway? Async storage handler. I don't know what that is. Can use I don't even know what I don't even know what it does. Where do you see async storage? So I feel like I think I'm probably a little out of line doing this. Well, I don't know though. That's the thing, is like set up root store kind of works that way. Okay. These are some of the patterns that, Spurks, if you're still around, these are some of the patterns that it's really hard to learn on your own. You know, I'm talking about all this stuff. But our really experienced, like, people who have been doing React Native for 7 years, this is the stuff that they put in there. You see a lot of Eulium, which is Julian, one of our best React Native developers. So the question I have here is, do I do this here or do this in setup root store? I feel like I do it in the other one. Because we're setting it up. Track changes, save storage. Let's see. The problem is I'm not getting the data here. That's the big issue right here. And maybe that's okay. The log initial state thing, that's the part we're missing here. All right, see you, Francis. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Had something to do with hiding the splash screen. Yep, that's right. Because it's like on iOS and Android, it's not like intuitive. Shoot. Yeah, we have a little bit of a I don't know. I would really like to do this. By the way, if dev is kind of already a thing, so we don't really have to worry about that. But I don't have access to that. Could do this. And then go to so data is going to be this. I think that works better. Basically pass back the root store and the initial data that was used, and then we can set the Reactotron root store. Okay. I don't know if I like this though. In fact, I know I don't like this. I want to get rid of this. I don't like this for sure. Because it's hard to explain, but I don't want to be tracking the root store in the main app like that. Re-render. I feel like the root store is actually something that the setup root store should be kicked off. Set Reactotron root store. I'm okay with this coordination. Set up root store. So the root store itself. Okay, so I'm going to replace this with const root store equals use stores. This is going to come in from don't need the provider. So this use stores is going to come out of use stores. All right, cool. Good. Now this is where we're going to generate the root store. So root store dot create, and we're going to create it with the initial root store. Authentication store. The auth store is token, email, password. By the way, I just simply replace these with that. Because I think if that's just, yeah, it's the same thing. So just like that. Actually, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that how it is. Okay. So authentication store, root store model. And then this should be root store model. Okay. So the global root store instance here. This I don't even agree with. Preferable to just connect screens. That doesn't, I don't agree with that. Root store context outside of the root store in any screen or component. Okay. If your root store requires specific properties to be instantiated, can do so here. If your root store has a ton of sub stores and properties, the tree is very large, you may want to use a different strategy. It will be populated in app.tsx with the set up root store function. I should say rehydrated. Although that should be rare. Okay. Root store is abstracted out, so it's interchangeable with whatever store libraries wanting to be used. Not totally. Not totally. We kind of are saying you're going to use Maverick state tree, because that's what we use and that's what we recommend you use, and you know. Separate store. Oh, and I need to pass in the root store. Root store. Okay, there we go. What's the initial data here? Oh, just okay. Okay, set up root store, and then we get back the root store. Oh, we don't need to do this anymore. Okay, and then this should be if dev. So root store is already there. We don't need to do this create thing. Apply snapshot is what we need. Oh, okay. So we're gonna just essentially take the data that's loaded from storage and apply it to the root store. Then after that, we're going to track changes. Import type is preferable when all you're doing is bringing in a type. TypeScript can optimize for that. I've only used Redux so far and definitely agree with the podcast. There's a ton of boilerplate. Should definitely give MobX a try. Yeah, MobX and MobX State Tree. So I maintain MobX State Tree, and that is built on top of MobX. Both are really great. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Nice. Thanks for keeping me company, Spurks. I appreciate it. I'd be doing this anyway. It's just more fun when people are hanging out with me. So set up root store. So we have this root store that we're loading up. Load in the root store, which initializes it. Like loading fonts and rehydrating. I really wish I could, maybe it makes sense. Async. I don't know. Does it make sense to do this? Oh, I don't need the root store itself, so I'll just do that. Oh wait. I'm just happy I caught your stream. I followed a while ago, but always seem to miss it. Definitely learned a lot. Appreciate it, yeah. I don't normally stream this time of night, so. I don't think it's really initial data. I actually need to change that name. It's not initial data. It's restored data. Or restored state. Restored state? State to restore? Don't really need to respond or send back the root store since we're passing it in. I don't mind keeping it, I guess, but let's change that restored state. Okay. Sets it for another 500. So save error, and we're getting rid of, so no more use state there. Okay, good. Use stores. This is starting to feel pretty good. So as a root store provider, you can use this provider to specify a different root store if you need to. Generally speaking, this would only be used in testing scenarios. Than the single 10 version above. I think that makes sense. Unblock the I18N branch by wrote to Leon Maz and see if they want to translate the new login screen. Cool. That's so cool that we have Korean now and Arabic right to left. Like that's super cool. I don't know, like I feel like we could do more with that sort of thing, with that capability on the team. I don't know. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna be pumping that up a lot on Twitter and stuff once we get closer. There's gonna be a lot of Ignite content. Okay, so use stores. Hook the screens and other components. Our stores. Let's do okay. So I don't know if we can use stores outside of that, because we might want to be able to do that. Okay. Very cool. If I catch any coders in a coffee shop during my honeymoon in Spain, Portugal, I'm going to make them translate some JSON. Oh, shoot. Probably worth also reaching out in the community Slack to get help with other languages as part of the effort. It's not a bad idea. The only problem is like who maintains that, you know. Right now we have maintainers for Korean and Arabic, but that's a pretty cool idea. This is feeling so much better now. Like legit cool. Got rid of the whole like environment thing. Easier when the screens are done. Yeah, for sure. Set Reactotron root store, which is happening here. Okay, that feels really good. Really good. We will always have a root store, so we don't need to ask about that. We're not even really passing any of that through. The initial state stuff is happening here. Kick this off. I can do a solid Canadian translation if you like. That'd be funny. Okay, we actually have some Canadians on our team. Simran, who's actually from India, but she lives in Canada now. Trevor, Felipe, Harris. Good peeps. Okay, so okay. Hey. You can't delete this. That's interesting. Tips for beginning web mobile dev. That's kind of a broad question there. Do you have anything more specific? So I'm going to go to like presets here, and then I'm going to just kill the app. Going back to components. I don't know, we don't really have any. We have like the auth status. Do we have a logout? Is there a logout button? How do I get back? Actually, if I go to custom commands and go down to oh. It did reset it though. It did reset it. I don't know what happened there. Okay, state. And I'm just gonna reload. Whoops. So no subscriptions. Doesn't work. Okay, yeah, star doesn't work. But authentication store is there. Oh yeah, so R was in there, by the way. You can see that it's getting filled in there. And it gave me an auth token. Like a, yeah. My eventual goal is to build an app for sharing, reading comics. We need to do some more Android testing with regard to styles. Some things are off. We can hit this during the QA. Okay, yeah, that's fair. More Android testing, probably more web testing too. This looks like it's working. Oh, there's the logout button. Okay. So I guess one of the questions I have is there any environment no, none of that. Oh, we don't want this. The last known state from async storage. Okay. Don't want that. Okay, interesting. Another with environment there. We don't have a services folder here. Because do we still have a services folder? I guess oh, we still have the API because I haven't got rid of the API yet. And actually Reactron's still there too. It's just that we have React-tron, which we should probably also export. I mean, you can always import it right here. Set React-tron root store, yeah. Track MSD node. Shows the X state tree in React-tron's state. Is it called state? Yeah. State tab. Or tracks. So that feels really, 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 really good to me. I like it a lot. I'm gonna removes environment. Let me change the name here. Maverick MSD React-tron changes. Removes environment MST environment object refactors how MST or how the root store is hydrated and React-tron is configured. So I'm going to push those up. React-tron and root store initialization changes in this PR. Okay, yeah, no problem, Spurks. Swing by anytime. We have the community as well, community.infinite.red. I'm gonna try to hang on. I'm gonna try to like hang out there a little more than I have been. It's just been super busy, but I do want to hang out with all of the cool people in the community there. Really appreciate you hanging out and asking good questions and stuff. So, refactored how React-tron is initialized and how the root store is created and rehydrated. This follows the conventions I've been using for the past year. I removed the environment object as well. I don't really like that style of dependency injection, although if you have any feedback on that, happy to listen or happy to reflect on it. The root store provider is still there, but only really useful for mocking the global root store for tests. Made notes to that effect. Tested and works as far as I can tell. Reactatron. Small version of Reactatron here. Maybe go a little wider on that one. Can I make these just float? Or do I have to do a... Floats are probably going to get stripped. Okay. I guess I can make them into table, tr, td, okay, I'll look at that later. I'm just doing it the way I know how. That looks pretty good. We have that one down there, so it shows that. Oh, geez. Do you have to use Markdown inside of that, or can you use like for the images, or can you use HTML? Or yeah, I get that. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm just gonna review this real quick. So just a sanity check. Technically, we wouldn't... Oh, by the way, we're not logging the initial state because... I was wondering where that initial state thing went. It's because I passed in false. So if I go here and set true, and then go to my timeline, uh-oh, this is not good. It's setting things multiple times, it looks like. Is that right? Let me kill this. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Connection, root store. So if I set this to false, and clear and reload. Yeah, it doesn't show that root store thing. Okay, makes sense. So we do want this to be true. Probably want this false. Oh, and we need to finish this. Yeah, so log when rehydrating from async storage. By the way, I don't know how this is supposed to work because I don't see that tab or anything like that. Did we ever figure that out? I got a little distracted. Oh, it's right here. Monitor async store. I don't remember exactly how this works, but so if I go where's my login or log out screen? Yeah, I don't know where the log out is. But I can always do this. And Reactron set item. Oh yeah, async storage right there. It'll log whenever async storage gets something new. Yeah, well, it's doing it twice. Why is it doing it twice? I wonder if we are configuring twice here because of strict mode. What do you want to bet that's going on? Also, why is this thing stuck? Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that, Frank. I bet strict mode is causing a problem here. So let's go set up Reactron. We need to configure. Yeah, I bet if I go to what? So there's this. No, it's only one. Maybe if you do the same configure, same title, same command, maybe it just resets it. But something is, I think, getting set twice here. Okay, no. That actually might just be a, like, on reload. Yeah, that's it. So it's doing like a live reload. Okay, we do need to fix that. So I think that's happening in app TSX. And so like set Reactron root store needs to only be tracking once. Needs to only set up once. Hello? There we are. If root store, let's see here. Be nice to know if this already existed. It'd be nice to know if this has already been run. I don't want to run this again. Because then it's just like async storage has been set up twice. I guess that would be under this here. This use React Native here. Set async storage handler. So this only needs to be used once. Hmm. How do I know that it's already been set up? Oh, geez. Okay, I guess, I mean, I don't know. I don't really like this, but so like in dev mode, like fast refresh, avoid setting up Reactatron multiple times with fast refresh. Okay. So let Reactatron is set up false. So we'll just set that up, or we'll do that. And then we go here and we say if, funny. Yeah, funny. If return. Okay, so let's do a full refresh here. And we'll clear this, and then we'll go here, here, here. And then I'll just go back to here and save. So it does that refresh thing. And then I'll just go and I'll do the same stuff. Async storage is doing it twice again. Why? Set item. Why is that happening? We have to do the same thing here pretty much. I don't like this. Navigation state. Use navigation persistence. By the way, you have to do if dev. You can't do this dev thing, or else it won't get stripped. On navigation state change. Is there a use effect that needs to restore? Is restored. Let's restore state. Load. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Frank. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I got them all. I might have got them all. I didn't see it too many places, but a lot of if dev. Oh, here's an and dev here. Although this is okay. We're not trying to strip anything out. This one is... It's okay. Probably. I think that's okay. It's tiny. Okay. The thing I'm kind of trying to think through right now is, let's say that we were, well, main thing is I want to know that like this doesn't show up twice. It's async storage thing. So maybe I'm going to try to get it to not show up at all. Async storage, set item, navigation state. Believe that's actually in yeah, right here. No, that's not right. Well, don't think this is gonna. So it's showing up once. Save. 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 It only seems to be happening once now. I'm going to restore that and I'm going to do a full refresh. Okay, once, nice. Save. Once. Okay, it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. So, whatever. Okay, I think it's all right. Did I do something? Rehydrating. Okay. All right, see ya, Frank. Yeah, thanks for keeping me company. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. I'm about done anyway, so. I mean, I don't know if this actually helps. Maybe I'll restore that. See if that makes a difference here. It's really when I save the Reactotron thing. Let's try to reload all this. What's that fast refresh? I think there's a thing I can put. Okay. Doesn't seem to be working. Okay, I can't say that I really know what's going on here, so it seems to only really happen here. I think I'll put this up here as well. Let's see, where is that anyway? Oh, that's in. Oh, that's here though. That's not that. This happens not between app launches for sure. So. Okay. Just taking the opportunity to use this to as an intro. So this file does the setup for Reactotron, which is a free desktop app for inspecting and debugging your React Native app. Okay, just giving some more context on that. What's get root store anyway? Oh, that's a... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Jaden 77. Hey, I'd been meaning to try out Reactotron. In fact, we'll do it now, but I've been wondering how it compares to Flipper. Which do you prefer and use most often? Generally speaking, try to use Reactotron wherever we can because it's much lighter. It's much faster to open. It's like just a quick, lightweight little app that still has a lot of power. So, you know, it's just like very lightweight, easy to jump around on. Has all the information that is, you know, interesting here. You can subscribe to state. By the way, if this doesn't show up, if you don't have any subscriptions, add and just hit enter, and it'll show you all of your like your root thing here. Hey, Akil. Flipper is useful if you need more native integration and other plugins. There's actually a Reactotron plugin for Flipper. The Flipper team actually asked 8 a.m. there, yeah. I'm getting ready for bed. But the Flipper team asked us to create a Flipper React Native. Sorry. Flipper Reactotron plugin. And that was the very first plugin that was created for for Flipper. So there's different, you know, there's different reasons to have one over the other. By the way, we don't really do Storybook anymore. So, but yeah, there's that. This is looking quite good, I gotta say. More changes. Let's see here. More comments. Some. Oh, yeah. I gotta finish that. App TSX. So. Log out any Okay, stop shots. Okay. All right, that's good. Adds comments, tries to address resubscription issue. I'll push that up. Okay. I've not found Flipper that good so far, but that might be because we need to update our React Native version. It's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's really, really helpful. I think like the flame graphs and stuff are really helpful, but you know, you kind of have to learn it, and there isn't like a ton of information out there. Okay. I think this is a better place to integrate Reactitron and MST than in the setup root store function. Actually, I don't want to do a review. Okay. Where's this hide splash screen thing happening? Oh, okay, there's a splash screen. We do want to wait for this to finish. Okay. This could potentially be an issue, and I'm just kind of seeing a potential race condition here. Maybe it's not a problem, but if your async storage is particularly slow, or if you're reaching out to some really slow, like a service somewhere or doing something, then you could potentially restore your navigation state prior to having your root store ready to go. So you might navigate somewhere where you don't have access to it, and that would be a very annoying bug. So I need to have like I could do a set state. I could also have in the root store like, hey, have I been rehydrated yet? Set state's probably better. I'm not sure I like this. Root store rehydrated. No. I think we probably need to keep this. I think this probably will solve some potential really kind of annoying issues. And I realize I'm kind of doing the same thing that I was doing before, except for this true false thing. I wonder if I could actually hide this stuff away a little bit. Like loading the fonts. Navigation persistence should probably stay, so that's use fonts is probably okay. But like all this stuff. Could I even hide this way in the used stores? No, because used stores is used in a lot of places. I'm going to explore this a little bit. So I could have an export const use initial root store and here what we do is we go, I'm just exploring right now. I'll bring it back. So use effect, set up root store. So we have this. So I could actually pass this through. And then we return root store and rehydrated. Use initial root store. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, actually. Sorry I've been talking much. I'm just really thinking. Thinking. Used only in the app.tsx file. This hook sets up the root store and then hydrates it. It connects everything with Reactitron and then lets the app know that everything is ready to go. His initial root store. So rehydrated, the problem with rehydrated, is there any situation where this won't work? It's unmounted. Like in this case, we probably should have a some sort of a callback where we do cleanup. But I don't know how to do cleanup on this. Because play snapshot. So this this on snapshot thing should return what does it return? Oh, disposer. Okay, good. So, I think we need, so setup root state needs its own disposer. So let's go. Let's do this. Okay. And then if disposer. If I guess, right? And that kind of makes sense. You can only really set it up once. Okay. That makes sense. So then we don't really need cleanup because if we call this again, I could return the disposer here. Like this. So this disposer, wonder what happens if you call disposer multiple times. That's weird. Actually, no. Unsubscribe could be const unsubscribe Yeah, just do that. That works. That gets rid of the disposer then. So there's a, so we just, that, I think that makes sense. So unsubscribe, so then, unfortunately that means don't really get that. So let's go let unsubscribe. And if unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Okay, now we're clean. Our cleanup's done there. So oh, gotta love it. Yeah, that feels a little more robust. And then in the app TSX, we don't need this. I don't know, it's an interesting one. Just kind of coordinates all this, but can I get rid of some of this stuff here? No more state there. It's all tucked away. Okay, yeah. Hey, Ahmed. Just working on Ignite. I'm almost done. I mean, it seems to be working, so that's good. Timeline. Yeah, okay. Cool. I mean, I feel like this is pretty good. This is a pretty good spot here. Extracted to that and fix some potential issues. Okay. Potential race conditions. So let's do a refresh and then I'll annotate this and then I'm done. Okay. So okay. I like this pattern. What are you up to, Ahmed? Maybe this should be is rehydrated. Is rehydrated. Environment with fire. I disposer stuff. Would you like to describe what you're doing? I have a little experience about programming. You checking commit and commenting them for improvement. This is actually, these are my changes, Ahmed. And I am going through them and putting comments on them so that other people who review them tomorrow will have more context about what we're doing. All right. Yeah. It's just nice to give some context. Be nice if this refresh reset worked. Maybe a refresh full or something would be nice. Just do a full refresh. Exported functions. I think this one's pretty well ready to go. So I think I'm done. What a job, eh? And wire test failing. Yeah, I know what's going on here. It doesn't like it when I do these equals undefined things. Okay, I hope that fixes it. I'm done. I'm gonna put this over in the my company Slack. Make sure I put this. There we go. Cool, cool. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate it, and I hope the rest of you, I hope all of you have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out, Ahmed, Akil, Jadent, Frank, of course, Spurks. Really appreciate you coming by. Audi. I forgot to talk to you about my advice. It's just hard to give you actionable advice. Plus, I was a little tired. Sorry about that. Francis Provost, fellow goalie. Deck hockey. Lupa Magic. Appreciate your enthusiasm. You were awesome. Mazen, of course. Let's see who else. We had a lot of people. Hanulak, Spurks again, Overa, Shah, Ashish, Jose. Who else? Pseudo, Cyril. Or Cyril. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. Really nice to see you all. Good night.